Imagine you are lying in the back seat of your self-driving car after a long day of work. You begin to drift off to sleep without any concern because your car has never messed up before. Seconds later, the sensors of the car detect a deer wildly running into the road, and the AI algorithm has no solution to save the animal or you from a crash. Hopefully by the end of this speech, you will all agree that self-driving cars pose too many uncertainties to public roads. Through hours of rigorous research on this topic, I feel that I am credible to speak on this topic. To protect our society from underdeveloped technology, we must realize the glaring safety risks of driverless vehicles and advocate for further advancements in these autonomous cars before they are road legal. To begin, driverless cars struggle with unpredictable environments and put passengers at risk because of confusion on the road. According to Wired.com, in 2023, a driverless taxi collided with a female pedestrian and dragged her beneath the car for close to 20 feet before finally stopping. The report further explains that the pedestrian was severely injured and the San Francisco Fire Department had to pull out rescue equipment to save the trapped woman. Also, the National Law Review presents shocking statistics about the number of self-driving cars getting into accidents versus human-driven cars. Based on the NLR's research, with driverless cars, there are 9.1 car accidents per million miles, while human drivers, it's 4.1 car accidents per million miles. Now that I have shown how accident-prone self-driving cars are, I will now move on to the terrifying possibility of these autonomous vehicles getting hacked by nefarious individuals. Driverless cars have large amounts of technology and computerized structures inside them that getting hacked and taken over is a possible outcome. Researchers at Georgia Tech have found that in the AI systems of autonomous vehicles, there is a vulnerability that could allow hackers to easily take over driving control. The network vulnerability VillainNet can be triggered very simply by hackers. Once they have that control, anything is possible. Cybersecurity experts at Tencent Key Security Lab have also done experiments on breaching into Tesla's autonomous vehicle steering systems. The researchers were able to make the car drive into the opposite lane through remotely injecting malicious code over a wireless connection. These experiments and research both prove that driverless vehicles lack a necessary level of cybersecurity to keep passengers safe from criminals. Now that we have seen how susceptible to accidents and hacking driverless cars are, let us now look for a possible solution. To reduce hazards with driverless cars, the public must push for slower production of these cars that is accompanied by relentless safety tests. The slower pace of production should be adopted by manufacturers because it allows experts to find faulty software before they are released into the public sphere. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, it is important for there to be a solid evaluation cycle of these automated vehicles because rushing car commercialization slides over important safety checks. Since I have now gone over both the problems and possible solution to underdeveloped automated vehicles, I will now conclude my speech. After examining the high rates of accidents and high potential for hacking that driverless cars are capable of, it is clear that we must delay the manufacture of them as much as possible. Instead of laying back and relaxing the next time you go for a drive, consider the chances that your life may be at risk because of these autonomous vehicles are simply not ready yet.